When a single selfie can shake up an entire fandom, you know something special is happening. That's exactly what went down this week when Iain Armitage, the young star of Young Sheldon, posted a casual, sun-drenched selfie that sent fans into an emotional spiral. What started as a simple photo turned into a whirlwind of admiration, surprise, nostalgia, and a fair amount of disbelief. Because Young Sheldon isn't just a sitcom. For millions of fans, it's a time capsule, a character study, a slice-of-life show that managed to capture childhood genius with warmth and wit, and at its center, Iain Armitage, who, seemingly overnight, has grown up before our very eyes. And fans, they're all saying the same thing. Wait, is this really him? Scroll through the comment section of Iain's new Instagram post, and you'll see a recurring theme: pure shock. It's not that people haven't seen him outside of Young Sheldon. He's been active on social media, has appeared at events, and is a known theater aficionado. But this selfie hit different. Dressed in a relaxed hoodie, with his signature floppy hair now slightly more styled and mature, Iain's expression is that of someone confidently stepping into adulthood, not the quirky, nervous genius of East Texas we all knew from the show. And fans can't quite believe it. This is not the same kid who asked for string theory books for Christmas. Someone said this is Sheldon too, and I agree. Why am I emotional over a selfie? The comments go on and on. There's something uniquely surreal about watching child actors grow up, especially when their characters are so deeply embedded in pop culture. For many, Sheldon Cooper was a fully formed adult played by Jim Parsons in The Big Bang Theory. But Iain's version gave him a boyhood, awkward, tender, and precocious. And now, that boyhood has a face that's beginning to look like a man. The end of an era, and the start of a new one. To understand the emotional roller coaster behind this selfie, you have to understand the weight of the moment. Young Sheldon officially ended its 7-season run in May 2024. The finale, which featured a blend of heartfelt nostalgia and tear-jerking callbacks to The Big Bang Theory, was watched by millions. And for many fans, it marked the end of a chapter they didn't realize they'd grown so attached to. So when Iain posted his selfie, looking years older than the last time he graced our screens, it felt like the first page of a new book. The end of Young Sheldon and the beginning of simply Iain. That's why the internet exploded with the same refrain. I feel old. I remember when he was just a little kid doing red carpet interviews. Is it possible to have parental pride over someone you've never met? Beyond the bow tie. Let's not forget, Iain Armitage is not Sheldon Cooper, and that's part of the reason this selfie hit home. He's an actor, not a character. But because of how masterfully he inhabited the role, it's sometimes hard for fans to separate the two. That's why seeing him in real life, casually holding a phone and smiling without the weight of theoretical physics on his shoulders, is both refreshing and jarring. For longtime viewers, the transition from child star to young adult is more than just a visual change. It's a mental recalibration. It's a reminder that time moves on, that kids grow up, that our favorite shows eventually roll credits and actors go on to pursue new roles, passions, and identities. And for Iain, that future is wide open. What's next for Iain? If the selfie is anything to go by, Iain is embracing the transition with grace. Fans were quick to notice the subtle confidence in his expression, no longer the wide-eyed wonder of a child actor on a set, but the self-assured calm of someone ready to take on what's next. He's long been known for his love of theater, particularly musicals, and his insightful reviews have even earned praise from Broadway veterans. Could we see him return to the stage, or take on darker, more complex roles in film? Some fans are already casting him in their imaginary productions. He'd be perfect in a Sorkin drama. I'm manifesting a Timothée Chalamet-style indie arc for him. Please tell me he's doing something with A24. The consensus is clear. People are rooting for him. And that selfie, it's a subtle declaration that he's ready. A fandom reflects. One of the most touching aspects of the internet's response to the photo isn't just the shock at Iain's glow-up, it's the community response. Fans aren't just commenting on his looks or style. They're sharing memories, favorite episodes, the first time they watched young Sheldon with their kids, the moment they realized this wasn't just a spin-off, but a show with a heart of its own. It's rare that a selfie becomes a trigger for collective reflection, but that's exactly what happened. It reminded fans of when they started watching the show, of their own children growing up, of time passing in ways they didn't expect. And perhaps most beautifully, it reminded them that even as we move on, the things that touched us, the performances, the characters, the laughter, stay with us. A picture worth 1,000 stories. Iain Armitage's Selfie wasn't flashy. It wasn't filtered within an inch of its life. It didn't feature a celebrity cameo or a fancy backdrop, but it did what the best photos do. It told a story. Or rather, it closed one chapter and opened the next. As fans continue to comment, repost, and reflect, one thing is certain: Iain's journey is far from over. And the world, especially the young Sheldon fandom, will be watching, supporting, and maybe occasionally getting a little emotional every time he posts a photo. Because once someone becomes part of your weekly routine, even fictional, they never really leave. And when they step out into the world, a little older, a little wiser, you can't help but cheer them on. Even if it all started with a simple selfie.